This is a 10-gallon grow bag. So I have had my first tomato harvest. I want to say this to me is like a tester bag. I had never used grow bags before when growing potatoes, so I wanted to give it a try. And I see that I can have a successful harvest. So with the other potatoes that are still in the garden, I have a bag of Yukon Gold, and it's coming close to time to harvest those. And then I have another bag of Red Norland, a Silverton Russet, and a Kennebec. I'm going to let them stay in there as long as possible. But this one was pretty much, and I'll show you why I decided to go ahead and this is what was going on. So there was pretty much no foliage left. And when I saw all of this, just see, this is what was left. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and harvest this bag. I can test and see how well potatoes grow in grow bags for myself. I've seen other people do it, but I've never done it. And I consider this a success. I will turn the camera around, let you see my harvest. Forgive me, I'm in my jammies. That's why I'm only showing half my body. But that's the reason why I decided to go ahead and harvest these is because, first of all, it's been raining a lot lately. These May rain showers. And I didn't want them to sit in the bag and just disintegrate or dissolve or deteriorate in the bag. So I decided to go ahead and harvest, especially when, like I said, the foliage was pretty much gone. And I didn't want my potatoes to be harmed. But I feel comfortable leaving the other potatoes in there longer. As you can see, if you look at these roots, probably could have had more taters, you know? And also giving it more dirt, adding more soil. This isn't dirt, this is soil. Adding more soil or compost to the bag in order to give it more room to grow more potatoes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dig around some more, see what else is in here, you know, but I'm gonna put this soil, I'm gonna look through it, get these potatoes out that's in here, and I'm gonna put this soil right back in the grow bag. Simple as that. I was gonna transfer it to this wheelbarrow that I have over here, but instead of doing that, I decided to just go ahead, use this little scoop, and go ahead and throw it right back in the grow bag, because guess what? I have more potatoes. I have more seed potatoes that are ready to go. So I can just scoop those up, scoop this soil up, put it back in the bag, and continue. And I'll have more potatoes. Okay, so this is my tester. And from this, I see that yes, you can successfully grow. I'm kind of looking through it as I throw it in there. Let's see. But this bag will be ready to go. And it's good, rich soil. Yeah, and all I have to do is add some more like potash and other nutrients to it, and it's ready to go. Simple as that. I think that's a great idea. But as like I said, as I'm going through the bag, the dirt, the soil, as I'm digging, scooping through it, I am looking for other potatoes because they can hide in there. But I can't wait to turn the camera around and show you my little harvest. I consider this a success. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this, and then I'll check back with you. Okay, you guys, here we go. These are my Red Norland potatoes. This is the very first bag that I planted months ago. I consider this my tester bag. I wanted to try using grow bags this season. I normally try growing potatoes in containers, in a plastic container like a tote. And I wasn't very successful. It wasn't very successful at all. So I decided to give grow bags a try. And so this is my tester bag. And I did pretty well. These are Red Norland. I want you to see the foliage over here. That's all that was left. Just a few little scraggly plants on the top that were completely dying out. So that's why I decided to go ahead and grab this bag and pull it under the patio and go ahead and harvest them today. And I could have left them in there longer. But like I said, this is my tester bag. I want you to also look at the roots. Grow bags, you have the benefit of something called air pruning. Those are the roots, y'all. And you see how the ends are like frayed and open? That's because of the air, right? That hits the roots while they're in the grow bag. Your plant does not have the problem of becoming root bound because of the ends are open, as you can see. I may place it on the screen and give you a little more information about air pruning. I wanted to try growing in grow bags this time because I've seen a lot of people use grow bags and they are successful at growing potatoes. I've tried many times before in containers and did not have a very successful harvest, especially with my sweet potatoes. They were terrible. If you go back and look at the footage, when I dumped that container out, it was so root bound that the potatoes did not have room to grow. And the ones that did grow were thin, almost like carrots. And they were supposed to be sweet potatoes. Okay, so that's why I'm like, okay, I think using a grow bag, it's worth giving it a try. So I'm very happy with the results. While you see soil in the grow bag, like I told you earlier, I dumped the bag out on this tarp and I dug through the soil, got out the potatoes, and then I refilled the bag because guess what? I'm ready for round 2. This was my tester bag. And I'm going to place on the screen around the time that I planted them. I have another grow bag of Yukon Gold where it's going to be time to harvest those pretty soon because I planted them earlier on. And then I have 3 other bags. I have Silverton Russet, I have another bag of Red Norland, and I have a Kennebec. They're still in the garden, and I'm going to allow them to stay in there as long as they can and grow as many potatoes as I can. But I'm ready for round 2. I'm going to plant more potatoes in this bag. So that's what I'm getting ready for. I'm going to reuse this soil. I'm going to amend the soil. Some bone meal, blood meal, potash. I think I'm going to use some of the black cow compost. No, I'm sorry. It's black velvet mushroom compost. Black velvet mushroom compost. That's what I'm going to use. You can also use earthworm castings. That works well also, using the earthworm castings. But I'm going to use the mushroom compost. Okay? I just wanted to share this with you guys. I know you're saying, God, it's May and she's harvesting potatoes. But this was a tester. And I'm happy with the results. Okay? And I wanted to share it with you. I'm going to give you a quick look at the brand that I use. Now the top of the bag is gone, but these are the seed potatoes that I use. Okay, these are actually the Silverton Russet. I have some more of those. So that's what's going in the bag, y'all. you.